What's up, everybody? Welcome to Alien, the Tabletop RPG. I'm joined by this amazing cast of players who is going to be trying to make their way through the Alien universe. Thank you all for joining us. Real quick, let's kind of talk about chat. We'll periodically be asking for some rolls, and all you have to do to roll a die is type in !D6 in this game, and it'll roll a six-sided die. There are some delays on it, so if your number doesn't pop up or whatever, just give it a little bit. You can roll again and hopefully it'll pop up. It's just when too many people try to put it in, Twitch gets a little crazy. So just know that we will be using your die roll at some point. So thank you all for joining us. Don't forget to use your channel points. Before we jump into our crazy chaos, I'm going to turn it over to Juniper real quick to talk about some crazy chaos that happens on a different channel, which is equally awesome and equally fun. So, Juniper, go ahead and take over.
Sure. So I am in another stream which happens on Saturday evenings over on the D and Denial Twitch channel called the Moonstone Matriarchy, and it is an all-women D&D 5e stream run by I Sneeze Stars, who is an amazing DM. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of drama. It's a lot of a reasonable amount of combat and a lot of puzzles. It's a really great game. And from what I've heard, people seem to like it. So it's pretty entertaining too. Yeah, what else do I say about it? That's about it really. Come join us on Saturdays at D and Denial.
Yeah, that really is a really great show. I encourage everybody to check it out and join the D and Denial's Discord server too for some fun and antics and just like we have in the Shattered. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy our little group here. I enjoy all tabletops. It's a lot of fun to see different DM styles, player styles, interacting, getting to know everybody. So who's ready to pick up where we left off?
Who's ready to die, you mean?
There might only be minor death. In our last episode...
Minor death?
Mostly dead. In our last episode, from a rescue attempt of the benefactor's daughter, a bloodburster was born. Yay! Happy birthday! It caused some havoc on the ship and has escaped into the ventilation system. The last thing that our intrepid heroes encountered was a message over the intercom from Phoebe's father, James Lugo, from engineering, saying, "It's staring right at me." So we pick up with the entire group, save for Ash, who I believe is still on the bridge. Yes?
I think I was getting engine shut down and headed back to the cruise. So I'm probably in the midst of the hallway somewhere.
Okay. Well, the rest of the group had gotten Deacon to relative safety and patched up. We will see how many days that takes to heal.
Lieutenant Dan ain't got no legs.
Can't feel my legs.
Jumped up and bit me.
So we're gonna kind of help things along. And Ash, you arrive at the medical area. You see everybody kind of circled around Deacon as he's sprawled out on the little table bed. Blood everywhere in the hallway.
Well, how'd we lose the useful one?
We did it completely on purpose, Ash. That was our plan all along.
Knew it. There's one on board, Ash.
Of course there is. It looked like at least it only got bits of you, not all of you.
Oh, don't worry, I'm right-legged. I'm good.
Phoebe, you can fix this. Get him on foot.
Yeah, but not right this second. I gotta go find my dad. I think the alien's with him right now.
I don't know that you going's the best idea.
I hate to agree, but I do think you have a job here, Phoebe.
I think we need to go together when we can all go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for like a wheelchair or something. Do we have anything? Like crutches, anything?
I like it.
We're not leaving him behind, huh?
He's the best shot we have.
Exactly.
No Marine left behind. Chat, give me a D6 roll.
Skateboard. Well, the skateboard is probably with James at the moment.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna say that James's longboard is actually nearby. It is within reach.
A 5?
Well,
Can we get something better with a 5?
Fine. With Chat's roll of a 5, you do find an actual wheelchair in the medical bay.
Awesome.
Okay, that's something.
Longboard would have been more awesome, but whatever.
Phoebe, can we move him without him losing the rest of his blood?
Yeah, I did a tourniquet and a few other little things to get the blood to stop coming out. So he's good to move. The alien definitely can't touch this. Touch him, because anything else, I don't think he could take it. Deacon, you still got your gun? Because you'll be in the back, but you still are the best shot out of all of us. Cool.
All right.
Oh, I think you muted, Tim.
Oh, you did mute.
I did? Can you hear me now?
Yep,
Yep.
You're back.
I'm sorry. I was like, all right, let's go. Yeah, I'm good. I got my gun. Let's roll. Let's start rolling.
Oh yeah. Well, then-
Catiopia knocks Deacon off of the table.
Deacon roll a dice. Oh, you died.
So, I'm pulling out
Um,
my pistol, but I will roll him behind everybody else.
I thought you were pulling your pistol in Catiopia.
No, I don't even know where she's at. So
You're like, get out of here, cat! Pew! I like that you've got a tourniquet on Deacon's leg, and typically that means that leg's coming off.
I thought I tourniqueted and oh no, I tourniqueted and I think solder. I don't know the right word for this
I'm
at
pretty
all.
sure
But
you-
soldered his thing,
Cauterized.
like
Soldered.
cauterized. There you go. Yeah.
Sorted. I'm pretty sure you
I
did, yeah.
So
cauterized.
Deacon's the android.
No.
Ah!
Yeah, no, I cauterized his something. I cauterized something. But yeah, so the tourniquet did come off. I forgot that. But yes.
Okay, all right. I'll buy that for $1. Okay, so
Yeah.
the group heads down the corridors, heading towards engineering. The question I have is, what is the marching order?
I'm in the back with Deacon.
Brooks is up front with the motion detector.
I'm probably behind Brooks.
Guess I get to be in the middle with shotgun.
Oh, good. Yeah. Why not?
That's what riding shotgun means.
That's it, right?
Oh, yeah.
We figured it out. It does not take you all long to reach the outer door of engineering, and from within you can hear the muffled screams of James. Things falling and slamming around inside of the engineering.
All right. I think Brooks is moving pretty quick. I think they run into the room.
All right. You open the door, and inside you see just a cluttered mess. The lights are flickering. There's just insane amounts of chaos in here. And as you enter in, James kind of like comes back at you, like his back towards you as he's flailing, trying to get something off of his face.
Can we see like the fingers behind his head sort of thing? Because he's got his back to us.
I'm going to say go ahead and...
So you know what I mean? Legs.
Yeah. Make a wits observation roll. This for anybody who is like trying to see what's going on in here.
All right.
Okay, that's 11 dice.
Deacon's got his friend out, hanging out on his shoulder.
One success. Pirate. All I got.
1 success as well. 1 out of 11.
1 success.
1 success as well.
Hey.
And 0. Oh my gosh. So in the flickering light in the dark room and all the chaos that's happening, you do see what appears to be 2 like hands kind of reached around his head.
Okay.
Shit.
Would I
I hit it with the stun baton.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I was like,
That's
since
what
I'm back,
That's what I got for quick movement.
Go for it. Roll your attack.
Oh god. Is that strength close combat?
It is, yes.
No successes. I'm gonna try to push the roll, I think. So that is, I take a stress, right?
I don't know. Do androids take a stress when they push? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I believe it's. Well, androids cannot push rolls, so this is a clarifier that I am human.
I bleed the real blood, guys.
Believe it when I see it.
That's a 1 on the panic dice.
oh, shit.
And no successes.
All right.
Roll that beautiful clean footage.
Yeah.
Hate my life. So that's 1 dice, right, for the stress level that I'm at.
Facts.
It's not true. Allegations.
It's canon now. Yeah, so your D6 plus stress level.
That's a 2.
You're keeping it together.
Barely, but I missed with my stun baton.
That's just what an android would do.
Would I have enough? Oh, God.
I was just going to have chat roll me D6, if you please. Now, while they're doing that, what were you saying, Phoebe?
I was going to see if I had enough time to kind of like... Because I'm assuming we didn't all make it into the room. Like, we're still kind of in the hallway, sort of like getting ourselves in there.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all sort of saw it didn't really work. And then I want to like kind of get Deacon sort of in there, but like maneuver myself around so that like he still has like a clear line of shot. You know what I mean? But I don't know, because I know that Ash and Susanna were in front of us, so that's why I'm like, I don't know if that's practical.
Deacon's
step
military
leaves the room out of
skills
the way of the
kick in,
wheelchair.
and he sees a choke point coming and takes control of the chair and pushes himself even faster.
Ooh.
Hell yeah. That's even better. But like while he takes control, I swap, like seeing that it's on my dad's face, I holster my pistol and I pull out 2 knives, kind of like they're like I don't have something, but like you know.
Yeah. Ahsoka Tano style.
Yeah, exactly, you know, but
So all right, I got some good rolls from chat. So with the 6 from chat, Brooks, you go in coming around swinging at this thing with the stun baton going while everybody kind of gets into position with whatever is attached to James's face, and you accidentally catch his arm. You see it's like a brief moment where like his arm and hand twitch violently, and then it just kind of falls to the side. And James goes, "Ew!" And as he sneezes, this thing comes off of his face, and all of you see it's Cassiopeia.
No.
oh my gosh.
It's a fucking cat.
That would have been awesome if you'd hit her.
Oh my god.
Man.
Oh my god.
The cat flies across the room and skitters off into the dark corridors. And James continues to sneeze violently, his eyes red and puffy.
Do I have like
Excellent.
Benadryl on
Cats,
me?
oh my God.
Can we assume that I have some Benadryl on me since he's mad allergic to cats?
I gotta find my cat making soft cooing noises. My poor cat.
It's like, Dad,
Jay-
this is not the time.
James turns around like with no bones arm and looks at Brooke, and he's like, "What'd you do to my arm?"
I should have done worse. Now where's my cat?
You hit my arm. Why'd you hit my arm? As his tongue is swelling up.
Dad,
Phoebe,
sit down.
knock him out. Do something.
Dad, sit down.
That was the cat. Where's the
Pass him some
alien?
Benadryl. unreal.
Susanna with a hard-hitting question.
Brooks.
I'm just gonna shush everybody and listen.
Shushing everybody and listening, you hear slow, methodical thumps still coming from the air vents. Brooks taking a look at the motion sensor. You see that it is kind of like circling around above all of you.
Okay,
Wait,
and that's
what?
definitely not the cat. That's something else.
That's why I was trying to find my cat.
Like in the vents?
The sound is coming from the vents, and given where Cassiopeia was running, I'm going to say you put 2 and 2 together that it's not the cat.
That ain't no cat, boys.
Did you see Tofu's roll?
I'm bringing my pistol back out.
Cassiopeia gets to see if he's accurate.
Right?
Worst possible time.
Oh, yeah. Best possible time. He's so I need everybody to tell me what you're doing. Deacon appears to be ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm holding the motion detector up and kind of indicating with it where it's at, like ceiling wise, so we can get a bead on where it's kind of moving.
I'm
Okay.
just ready with my. I think it's just a pistol. I'm just ready with my pistol, following the motion.
Same with the shotgun.
Yeah, I shoved 2 Benadryls in my dad's mouth, and I'm also with pistol now.
Thanks, honey. I appreciate it.
Oh,
I'm gonna lay down for a minute.
No, don't do that. Stay here.
Yeah. Just stay with us, Dad. Just go sit down.
He sits down, but he gets himself one of those like giant, ridiculously large wrenches to defend himself because he sees everybody with guns. Should we
Does
be
anyone have a spare gun?
shooting firearms on a spaceship?
Yes. Still-
Small projectiles are safe.
We're going to die if we don't eliminate this thing. So, honestly, I don't know if shooting in an airship, in a spaceship, is going to make any difference to us in the end, anyway.
You're
Susanna
you're
has
gl-
like,
You're a glass half empty kind of guy.
yeah. Susanna is focused. She is like, no nonsense. We got to deal with this thing. No
Right.
room for bullshit right now.
I think as Brooks is following, hey James, shut the fuck up. Done with it. We're done with James.
I like it. All right.
Somebody
so,
shoot James.
Can I do an observation roll to see how many openings into the vent are in the room?
Sure. Yeah.
2 successes.
Butte. You see that there are 3 potential openings. This thing has stopped at this point in between 2 of them. And the way that it's kind of moving like very slowly from side to side indicates that it might not really know which one to come out of.
Okay.
Two of us take the left, 2 of us take the right.
Good plan as any.
I think I have a watch, like some sort of smartwatch. Can I have it make a sound and throw it close to one of the vents on the furthest side of the room?
I like that.
So it kind of takes it off the wrist and puts some sort of music on it, something obnoxious, and throws it into the corner, kind of near.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
I was going to go Britney Spears, but that works.
Right.
Sorry, I'm a fan of the classics.
As your watch flies across the room, this creature sets into motion and it comes ripping out one of those vents coming at your watch. All of you see it very clearly.
Shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prepped and ready to go.
All right. If you are using a firearm, do the roll that beautiful bean footage. Agility ranged combat.
Awesome. Because our pistol does +2 bonus. Does that
Oh, is it?
That's 2 more dice.
2 more
right?
dice? Okay.
Oh, okay. Mine's a +1. I forgot that was a thing.
I got a 1 success, armor piercing.
And that's 1 damage, 2 damage. I forget.
Just 1, and if it has any sort of armor plating, it negates its negate.
Right.
But yeah, still just the 1 damage.
Also 1 success, 1 damage armor piercing.
2 success.
How much
success.
damage? Oh no! With a shotgun?
With a shotgun.
Phoebe, how much damage does that do?
Well, the thing is 1, so if I got 2 successes, that's 2 damage.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think we've discussed that last time.
What?
Like, as long as you just get 1, like it doesn't matter how many successes. I think, right?
Oh, okay.
As
Like,
long
that's
as you
just
don't have
one
a failure
shot.
on a stress dice and you get a success, you're good.
Okay, so then 1 damage.
Okay. And Deacon?
3 successes, 3 damage.
Dang.
No, I
Well.
hit with the shotgun.
Yeah. So the good news for Ash is that there is so much weapon fire. Who knows who actually hit and who didn't? But this creature gets lead rained down on it, and as these armor-piercing bullets are taking off chunks of flesh, it's splattering acid against the wall and the floor behind it and everything, and it lets out a scream. Its tail whips around, and then it falls into a heap on the floor.
Oh,
Susanna, you got that base?
yep. It's all about that base. I grab out my I grab out my acid neutralization and just, coat everything in it.
Beautiful. Yeah, easy peasy. You put your neutralizer down, and it gets the acid blood to stop burning through the ship.
We live.
We survived another time.
Is that the only one? It was just the one, right?
As far as we
That-
know.
Yeah, only one person came on board, and
Okay.
that person gave birth. I've never seen two come out of one person before. I don't know.
I think, Brooks is kind of listening and goes like, "Oh, we don't know." It's like with the motion detector, like, "All right, we need to make a full sweep." Like,
Well, in all honesty, we don't even know if that thing could immediately lay eggs.
That's true.
So I think we need
And
to
now,
Oh no. I think we need to get that thing contained and the body that thing came out of contained.
okay,
I'll grab
Ash?
I'll grab my specimen containment kits. Somebody watch this and make sure it doesn't move, and I'm gonna go.
Don't worry, I got it.
I would
I
say
think-
somebody needs to probably go with her. I don't think we should be alone right now.
I'll go with Susanna.
Cool. You got to catch up because she's like power walking.
Yeah,
I love
at
that.
at a quick trot. It's actually that robotic run. Just
just T1000 style, straight face, arm stiff. The speed at which the Android sign comes up.
They're a friend.
Fucks up my camera every time.
Granny power walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just
The hips are swinging out past the shoulders, like
little sweatbands appear out of nowhere with like little weights.
She pulls it out. He pulls it out of her pants and it has cats on it.
Man, Brooks can't have anything. Y'all are.
Oh, this is great for relieving stress, guys.
No,
Yep.
it is.
this
I
is
think-
how we get the stress dice down.
I do think they run out of the room without thinking about how their body's moving, and I'm sure they're made fun of as they're out of the room and down
Definitely.
the hall.
Never gonna live that down. All right, so the two
they're
of
just
you-
stressed? Sorry, or do they just actually run that way? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So the two of you are heading to Susanna's normal laboratory or the laboratory?
I don't think I
Whoa.
know about the laboratory. I think I just know about the laboratory still.
I probably start heading towards the laboratory, but then catch a glimpse of Brooks chasing after me and divert back to the regular laboratory.
Whoop. Gotta take a hard left. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so Brooks has their motion detector out, just like, thought you shouldn't be alone, you know, given the
Idiot.
circumstances.
Cassiopeia just kind of appears out of nowhere and is like power walking next to you.
Do they look
Um,
any sort of way after their
completely
attack with Jane?
completely unscathed.
Yeah.
This cat has to be an android as well, like for sure.
Meow, meow, meow.
I've seen some shit. Okay.
Yeah, she knocks off your containment like kit thing.
Oh, God.
Yes, starts making biscuits. So while those two go to get the containment, what are the three of you doing in the room with this xenomorph corpse? Well, sorry, I guess it's a neomorph to be accurate.
Deacon just holding his gun on it. But they said watch it, so that's what he's doing. Since he's in a wheelchair.
I'm like what is it, by the wrist? Or maybe this? Just trying to take his Deacon's like pulse for now, just to see like how he's doing.
I
Just
think
more
he,
or less.
I think he might be dead.
Yeah, maybe not that. We definitely want some.
Definitely want some too.
Yeah. No, but just making sure that like he isn't like I don't know, any signs of like just panic or a heart attack. I don't know. I won't pretend like I actually know medical things because I don't.
Sarah doesn't know, but Phoebe
Don't
knows.
worry,
Yeah,
Doctor.
Phoebe
That's
knows.
clear.
She knows
Yeah.
what she's
I know
doing.
names for one in the middle.
As the player though, I'm explaining it horribly. But yeah, just checking his pulse, and then I'm kind of walking back over to my dad to see how if like his tongue is starting to go down and stuff like that.
Okay.
Lightly and cautiously poking around to make sure we didn't inadvertently damage anything really important.
Mention here don't react well to bullets.
Okay, so Ash, give me Whip's observation, and then Phoebe, give me the medical version of that.
Okay.
The empathy medical aid. And Deacon, as you're sitting there watching this thing, you see the body like kind of twitch a little bit as the nerves, doing their thing.
I got 2 successes. No failures.
Yeah, no successes.
Deacon might be dead.
Oh man, yeah, no successes. So
Don't worry, Doc. I can make it back to Med Bay.
yeah, I'm gonna need my equipment. I know you're alive.
I'm so happy Brooks isn't there.
As
Deacon,
Phoebe
you
is
read
like holding a mirror under his nose.
Yeah, like
Ash, with your rolls, you do not find any damage to the ship. It appears that the acid was caught quickly enough that it did very minimal, like, surface damage.
It's a relief.
We're not venting anything into space this time. Susanna and Brooks, the two of you reach Susanna's laboratory area. The containment stuff is kind of easily accessible.
Just for clarification, this containment stuff would be the stuff that I'm grabbing would be to get this specimen into liquid nitrogen as fast as I can. So, like, not only to preserve it, but to like essentially immobilize, freeze whatever this thing is. Hopefully, it can't. Do you know what I mean? Like neutralize any remaining danger.
I think
I like
Yeah.
that.
Brooks is just like, "What do you want me to carry?" Like, what do you...
I load them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think we make our way back.
As we're walking, I just kind of say in a very low voice to Brooks, well, everybody knew about this one, but there might be other situations where we could get our hands on specimens that the crew don't necessarily know about.
Meaning? You
We
think
were going to
Does-
talk to our people, weren't we?
Yeah, I didn't think we would see any hands-on specimen action. I thought we would see more of a data stream situation.
I guess we've been proved wrong.
Yeah. We'll definitely have something more to reach out with now. Just moving stuff. I mean, if we had to talk price on the specimen that we have, riddled with bullets as it is, I guess we'll see.
There's still plenty of tissue there that should be in a condition enough to be studied, especially if we get it into storage super quickly so it doesn't deteriorate. There's plenty that can still be found out by such a specimen. People will pay good money for this.
Yeah, and definitely not letting anything go to waste. I'd hate to see someone space the damn thing.
Mm.
Think, and we're kind of approaching now, so changing subjects. Just like, hey, you did really
Yeah.
good shooting back there. Like,
How's that
I hear the weather on
weather?
Missouri's great this time of year.
Ha! Go sports.
Sports ball, woo!
Yeah, the two of you arrive and are able to get this specimen contained in the liquid nitrogen, just as Susanna planned for. So at this point, you all kind of have to resolve the loose ends. There's Deacon's leg, which we have to roll to see how long that heals up for, and then figure out what the next steps are.
Is that gonna be a chat roll, or am I rolling?
No, you can roll it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm just gonna start wheeling him back to the med bay.
2 days.
2 days,
That's really quick for some artery damage.
right? That's what I was thinking. But
I already had scar tissue on it. It's fine.
2 days in the alien world is actually a really long time.
Fair.
Galactic Standard Day. It's actually a 36-hour day.
Right?
What a union nightmare. Yeah. No, I think
I'll get Brooks to help me take the specimen back and get it secured and whatnot. And then I'll head to med bay, I think. Because the body is still in med bay, right? That the thing shot out of?
It shot
Where
out
was
of it near the we were gonna we realized
in
it
a
was like an
hallway.
exit. It was right where you open the thing up to like shove them through to like be
Oh,
Airlock.
airlock. Thank you.
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm heading to the med bay to pick up a stretcher to head for the airlock.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Brooks is still helping Susanna. Yeah,
All right.
Still with a motion detector out, I guess. They're pretty paranoid. The fact that nobody had a constant answer on how many of these things can pop out is concerning.
Well, I would think
Experiments
examining
must
the
be
body
conducted.
will tell us. So you won't be
True.
questioning for long.
Ash, what are you doing in all of this?
I'm gonna head back to the cockpit and get us underway towards the most convenient spot to like top off provisions. And while I'm doing that, I'm also gonna keep hooking different systems into my remote piloting software.
Okay. So the nearest place is going to be back on the original planet with Darius Toten. So give me. Where's the thingamajigger? agility and piloting. Sorry. Susanna and Brooks, while Ash is rolling that, the two of you have collected the daughter's body from examination and looking it over and everything. You see that pretty safe to assume only one creature is going to come out of this person.
Corpse.
Okay.
Corpsicle.
Brooks,
4
I think,
successes.
Ooh.
before we take her into cold storage to take her back to her father, I think we should do one more set of scans, because then we will have data from both prior and post this creature emerging for people to analyze.
Sounds like a good idea. I'm sure it left some tissues behind.
Mm.
Yeah.
And certainly a pattern of emergence, I guess. They might learn something about how it emerges.
We might even maybe get better at scanning these things. Maybe we won't miss it next time.
True.
It said it came up as a cancer. That's what
Yeah.
Phoebe had said when you run to go grab some stuff. So
Okay.
I think when you talk to Phoebe a little bit, I think I would, while we're pretty sure only one came out of the body, I would feel more comfortable if we maybe did a full search of the ship. I mean, we spaced people for less. And I think they're kind of white knuckling a table over like just yeah. The whole way this shook down is not the way Brooks would have wanted it at all. So, but are you settled here? I guess locking the door and leaving you to your own devices.
Yes. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm fine here.
Okay. Yeah, and I think they leave to go find Ash, who is the most able-bodied at the moment. I imagine everyone else is in medbay.
Yeah.
Most likely unconscious at this point.
Yeah, I think
Nap time.
Brooks kind of shows up, and they still have the motion detector out, and it just kind of shows up at the cockpit. Ash, when you have a moment, I'd like to do a sweep through some of the other areas of the ship.
Yeah, that's a good priority. That we're underway now. Yeah, I can do that now.
Thank you. And I think it's a very quiet patrol. I think it's very
Alone with their thoughts.
just
Yeah.
and,
This is very awkward, quiet.
it's like something that needed to be done, and the fact that they didn't get fought on it, they're like, all right, like we're just gonna leave it at that. The fact that we don't tend to get along, it's fine. We still work together.
Yeah. Okay, so the two of you can do wits observation as you head through the ship and check things out. Susanna, you said you're going to begin studying this creature?
Yep. That would be great. Oh, the creature and the body, I guess. So
yeah.
both.
I don't see like a science. I wish there was like a science.
I have an analysis talent, which is observation, which is to gain insight regarding strange and alien artifacts or creatures that we encounter.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah, we can do that.
I got 2 successes.
1 success.
Okay. Phoebe and Deacon, the two of you are in medbay. Deacon, you're like in and out of very short naps, mostly involuntary. The tourniquet is still, or no, we
No,
discussed
no
that.
tourniquet,
The
yeah.
tourniquet is not on there anymore.
Yeah.
Just a massive
Here-
burn scar.
Yeah, I mean it's still pretty sore.
I think I'm just like checking over vitals, being extra cautious with it, trying to see if like is he catching fever, like is there potential for infection, whatever the case may be. Because I did it kind of hastily, and I just want to more or less like make sure it's good to go. And then I think like as I'm like looking him over, and I'm sure I kind of can notice that he's sort of in and out, but I'm just like, Deacon, I'm so sorry, man. I should have known that like it was an alien. I really should have.
It's not your fault, kid. We have no experience with these things.
It just could have been so much worse, man. Like that was such a close call with you. I'm so sorry.
I'm a colonial marine. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. That's happened more than once. I'm still here.
Am I in the med bay at this point with them? I think I would be, right?
Sure.
Um,
Yeah, if that's where
Mhm.
you want to do your analysis, yeah.
That's where I'll start because I wanted to do scans of the body before I.
Right. Okay.
Phoebe, you absolutely can't blame yourself for that. For starters, nobody even knows what these things look like on scans yet. The fact that it showed up on a scan at all is unknown. This is unknown territory. So the conclusion you came to was completely logical. This is not your fault at all. Yes, it could have been bad, but sometimes bad things happen.
I think she's kind of just like trying to take it in, you know. But I think she just sort of shakes it off and is like, he's all good here. Is there anything I can help you with? Trying to more or less just change the subject.
Yeah. Sure. You could, if you still have those scans available from prior to this thing emerging, you could load them onto a disk for me so that we have a separate copy of them.
Yeah, for sure. I think it actually saved in my tablet. If you want to just take a look and pull the tablet up, get it to the scan, and kind of hand it over to Susanna.
Perfect. I'll take a copy of that. However, I take a copy of that. I don't know how that works.
I think more or less like I don't really know how to send you a copy, so that's why I'm just here. You go.
Your problem now.
Yeah.
And I'll get Phoebe to help take scans of the body with the hole in it, and probably also scans of the alien as well, just for completeness.
All right. So as the ship is proceeding back towards the planet, and Brooks and Ash are doing their sweep, you two do not come across anything. Deacon gets a nice nap. Phoebe and Susanna, the two of you do a very thorough job with your analyzing. There is no other signs of foreign creature in the corpse. The creature itself, you get a lot of good information from it. Like molecular structure of the armor plating and things of that
Nice.
nature.
Incidentally, while I was doing that analysis, anyone in short range of me would have their stress reduced by 1.
Nice.
Okay. One thing to point out is that this little critter, through your analyze roll, was a stage 4 neophyte. So it's basically a juvenile neomorph. How to word this? One more step, and it would be turning into xenomorph territory.
Well, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be trying to kind of compare like images of like other cancers that oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, I'm forgetting her name.
Kara?
Kara would have had in like the iPad thing, kind of just going back and forth and all that. And I don't know how much like you're like kind of on the iPad with me. Like, multiple files, name different things and all that. One of them probably being some sciencey word for whatever like the xenomorphs and stuff are that like Phoebe probably wouldn't have blinked an eye at because she doesn't know what it means, and it's not anything she's ever looked for. But it probably would have caught your eye, and you'll probably notice too that it's like password protected. But again, it's not anything that Phoebe would have like really paid any attention to, because she's like going back and forth of like, oh, okay, like this is the difference between this one and that one, and you know, kind of trying to come up with like notes and stuff like that. So
I probably noticed over your shoulder. Like I would be keeping an eye on you. So, what is that you've got there?
the images, or
Well, it looks like you've got information there about in this information. There are references to aliens. Where did you get this information from? Like you said, I would have caught. You know, words would have caught my eye, maybe.
yeah. I mean, this iPad belonged to, I guess, to a doctor named Kara. I kind of more or less got it after her passing. It has like all of her doctor's notes and stuff, and I've been learning through her notes for, well, almost 3 years now.
Were you close to her?
For a short bit, but I think it really kind of hit home because she sort of saved my life, so I owe a lot to her.
I'm sorry for your loss. And I'm sure she would be proud of you following in her footsteps.
I sure hope so.
You're doing a good job, Phoebe. Don't doubt that. Just gonna give her a pat.
Yeah.
Yeah, give her a pat. Move on.
These images, they're crazy. No, but just continuing on details, probably like picking at Susanna's brain to like, because you know she knows that she probably has an eye for detail for stuff like this and whatnot. So just collaborating.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. So
I think there is one moment during Deacon's recovery where Brooks shows up. And I think they kind of show up and it's awkward, right? Like you sit, like they don't know how close to sit to the bed or not, and they're like, and it's kind of like just this. It's just like they wait for him to wake up, and you wake up with Brooks just like.
That's fucking creepy.
Am I dead?
An awkward turtle.
Yeah. No, but I could see why you might want to be. And they hold up like a bottle of whiskey. Just
Give me that.
they hand it over after like they pop it the top off, drink some, hand it over. They're like, I wanted to kind of state that I didn't understand before when we handled things the way we did leaving that last ship, the colony ship. And yeah, they hold up their hand for the bottle back.
It's one of those things you have to see with your own eyes. It only takes one.
Yeah. I think they just share a drink. More awkward silence from Brooks. But that was the white flag if there ever was one.
Yeah, Deacon, looks back and forth between Brooks and the wall. Is Cassiopeia in the room?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Pets Cassiopeia a little bit. Doesn't really say much. And then I guess after a few moments of awkwardness, just says, "You handled yourself pretty well.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Seriously, don't tell anybody."
I think
Bet you
Brooks
like it.
genuinely laughs at that, and it was just like, wouldn't dream of it. And yeah.
Got a reputation to maintain.
I think they do bring up Phoebe. It's so Phoebe handled themselves well, but they did miss the scan. Just very direct with Deacon about it.
You know as well as I do that we don't know much about these things. I mean, the most I could tell you is they come out of people and they're full of hate and claws and teeth.
You got
Easy
another
enough.
scar.
Yeah, it's another story for the for port, I guess.
I think I've had enough of reports for the day. Don't
I'll
tell
drink
anyone
to
I
that.
said that.
Ash, is you all are approaching the planet. I can't remember what planet we decided he was from. But as you are approaching, you've made repeated attempts this whole time to try and contact Darius, and you've gotten nothing in response.
Oh, that's not gonna be good. Yeah, I don't think I'd be keeping that to myself if it had gone like several hours to, a day and not getting anything back. Probably be like a breakfast meeting. By the by.
Had we heard anything from him at all since we found his daughter? Like, did we get a response from the very first, or nothing?
Nope. That's why I'm bringing it up.
I think Brooks would be like, it's kind of hard to get a hold of people like that sometimes. I think Brooks tries to get a hold of a secretary, some sort of office assistant, something like that.
This is after talking to Ash?
Yeah, after talking to Ash. So some sort of communique sent out from the ship.
All right. And yeah, you get no response either.
It's like you're shouting into a void, man.
Ash, can we just hail the planet directly to a central communication hub and just check that everything's okay on the surface?
Yeah, sure. Do a generic call out to wherever the docking
some
stuff
flight
goes.
tower, flight control, some.
Yeah,
Right, somewhere.
either the spaceport or the airport or however I land this thing.
Yeah, you're not getting anything from them either.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna start running diagnostics, make sure it's not us that's the problem.
Okay, let's do what's that one with the Comtech? Wits and Comtech.
Damn.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I think we need to leave.
4 successes.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, the all communication systems on your ship is working perfectly.
I'm gonna head on out.
Well,
This is a
maybe we
large
want to
city.
pick another planet.
Row.
But our payday's here.
Are they still?
More.
I
We
don't
should at
think-
least investigate to see what's happened, surely.
Yeah, I think Brooks is just like at a loss. Like a whole planet doesn't just drop off the radar. They're like, yeah, we. Hmm.
I'm sure it's just a malfunction.
Don't you all read history, Roanoke, etc.?
I
It's
think
just
we still
bigger
need
now.
to check in. We need to check in. How many people are on that planet? Like, would we know roughly, like, how big that colony is or settlement or whatever?
There was roughly 20,000 people in that colony.
Damn.
We have to check.
I don't think that's a good idea. We've got a ship. They're not talking to us. Salvage.
We don't have to land. Just close by. Maybe we can get a hold of a satellite, take some images from orbit, so we could see what is going on. Not everything could be aliens.
But it's alien.
I raise an eyebrow at Brooks.
Look at what the baby did.
It's the baby.
But cities don't just fall like this. There would be a precedent to these things if whole cities just fell all the time, right?
Missing colonies.
20,000 people don't just up and disappear. There has to be somebody down there.
We are so gonna be dead. I'll get us close, but I'm not setting it down.
All right.
Okay, give me that one thing. Agility and piloting.
The
I
thing
think,
I'm supposed to be best at.
Julie, do the thing. Do the thing, Julie.
I think Brooks tries to talk to Suzanne on the side a little bit. Brooks, or like Susanna, anything about this ever with whole cities going dark?
Can I not just search my memory, but search like my files that I would have, to see if I can find any references to this sort of thing happening?
Sure. What you got, Ash?
3d6, and I stomp off to my cabin and come back with a stack of more or less fairy tales about all of the missing villages and colonies and everything for like
Oh, a
last
special
500
interest.
years.
Minor enthusiast.
Full special interest of Ash's.
Oh Lord.
What would mine be, like a Comtech roll or something, or a with something? I don't know.
Yeah, let's it's a very underused. Let's do wits and survival.
Okay.
Because that sounds fun. And
Sounds
Ash,
brilliant.
you start flipping through your book because you do remember that you vaguely remember scribbling down some notes about something like this. And Susanna, what'd you get?
I got no successes, but I'm pushing that roll.
Okay,
Can I give the
Yeah.
help action? Can I add a dice?
Oh, that'd be great.
sure.
And that gives me a stress, doesn't it, to push the roll? Motherfucker! That didn't help, but it's a wits roll, and I'm a scientist with the inquisitive talent, so I can push it twice,
Oh,
not just once. So I'm
alright.
going to push it one more time.
Feel good.
The whole
This
ship
better
catches
be
on
work.
fire.
Just from Susanna's brain.
That didn't look like a.
You know what? I'd quit. I just fucking quit. Still nothing. I
It'd be
just
like
rolled
that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I just rolled 9 dice 3 times and got not a single 6.
Oh my. Yeah, you're sifting through the deepest parts of the device, checking every you can't find anything about any of this stuff.
Yep.
But Ash going archaic with a thick book of yellowed pages and handwritten scribbles. You turn probably a quarter of the way through the book, and you do find one singular page that speaks of a few times that entire colonies, not quite as large as this one, but probably I would say the largest one is about half the size, 10,000 people, had disappeared into the nothingness of space through unknown reasons, but most likely it was a raid, because all of the people that were found were all brutally murdered. All of them with, for the best way to explain it, is with the Bowie knife. And there is a singular, like, kind of picture scrawl of what appears to be a skull, not a human skull. This is some kind of other creature with 4 horns that stick off of the head. That is the only markings that were left at any of the scenes.
See, this is probably Grandpa Alien from the tadpole.
I think as you're showing it to Brooks, they go like, the next page says how to tell if you're getting space madness.
In West Pandora.
Like, all right, so a raid, some sort of war, something that we know more about. I'll just say what I'm thinking as far as what we can do. We could do a smash and grab. These warehouses right off of the colony, like the spaceports, they're filled with supplies. We could load ourselves up for free. Think of it as a bonus.
If no one's there, it's probably just a malfunction.
Could be. I plan for contingencies.
Look, how about we go in carefully, knowing that it's probably just a malfunction, but there is the possibility for other stuff. Ash, I highly doubt that we're going to find an entire colony murdered by essentially Bowie knives. This is, look, I'm looking at this stack of paper with just like the look on her face is just like disgust and disbelief.
I feel so bad
Look,
for Ash.
I can't find anything in my files that would explain. Worst comes to worst, maybe it's something that's gone wrong with the atmosphere generator or something. Look, there are plenty of reasons why an entire colony would. I don't think we can assume. But yes, how about we scan for life signs? And if there aren't any, we can do a smash and grab. Who's going to say no to free stuff? Come on.
It's a win-win. And you get to add to your book.
So, Deacon, how many miners were that you reckon on the first one of these things we came across? 100? Easy?
Yeah.
Fine. I'm not setting her down, though. If it looks like even we're doing a smash and grab, we'll figure out a way to not risk the ship.
Are there multiple colonies on this planet? Like someone like further out, like even if
City
they're on another
centers?
continent?
Yeah, so basically this is like the largest one on this planet. There's a few smaller ones like kind of way out, much farther away. I mean, spaceship, like you could reach them easily, but if you were on the planet, it would take you a while to get from outposts and whatnot. Ash, with your piloting role that I had you do like forever ago, you bring the ship down, and as you're kind of circling past the city, you all see, looking out the windows and whatnot, just billowing smoke coming off of multiple buildings. There's like fire everywhere, and hanging from a bunch of the buildings are giant red flags with that skull picture on it.
Any ships like still on the ground?
You do not see any ships on the ground, but you do see signs that there were ships on the ground. And they didn't bother with normal spaceport landing.
Can we do a life sign scan from up here?
You can, and you do not detect any life signs.
Okay. We need to go. This is not good.
Finally.
I think it's just silent.
Now you understand just how much the Void wants to kill us.
I think Brooks like
This is a good
actively
point.
has to bite their tongue and be like, Ash has a point. Like
I'm just
It was-
muttering to myself, just because Ash may have been right this time.
I didn't start out this cautious. Really. This was fun at one point.
I used to have hair.
Conspiracy theories is fun. Who am I traveling with?
I think Brooks and Susanna is just like a broke
Yeah.
clock.
All right. So what's the plan? You want to get out of there?
What's the closest? Do we have to like refuel or resupply or?
We weren't gone that long. I would think we're good for a while.
Yeah.
I look into our contract. Is there any sort of stipend set up on a auto payment, or are we now out of a job?
So there is no auto stipend.
Damn it.
You are now out of a job, but you do
Damn
own your own ship.
Start the paperwork immediately for, I guess, obtaining the ship.
Transfer of title.
Yeah, transfer of title. Like, because I'm not pulling up to a port and getting our ship taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then I
Fair
find
point.
out that the ship actually is a salvage title.
It was the scrapper.
Yeah. And I share that kind of with everyone. Brooks won't take sole ownership of the ship. They'll make an LLC with everyone being equal partners, including
Beautiful.
Phoebe and James having equal shares, but James having ownership of the shares.
Would there have been
Okay.
anywhere else that this Darius totem would have gone? Like, do you think he would have stayed on the planet? Like, he had so much money.
We're assuming they knew it was coming.
I mean, maybe not have known. I mean, obviously it was on purpose with all those flags out there, but like, if he had any inkling or even just heard like the ruckus that was going on, which I'm sure was a lot from what we can see up here, like, don't you think he would have gone somewhere?
I mean, that's quite possible, but I don't know that we have a way to contact him.
And if he made it there, I think we would have heard about it.
And this may possibly have been his only remaining ship. And we had it elsewhere.
I don't know. This doesn't seem to add up.
Yeah, is there? What's the one of those closer, smaller stations? Is there any way we can hail them? See, there's no way they wiped out a whole planet, right?
I will say that the closest station to your current location is going to be station 949. It is anchored, if you will, to the star GL268.
Jeez Louise,
How
specific
far
stuff.
away is that from this planet?
I would say 5 days
Okay.
in the other direction.
Damn it.
We need to take some images so we can show people what happened here.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we could take more than images. But agreed, images for sure.
While I do agree with you that it would be wonderful to get our hands on anything from this planet, I'm now inclined to agree with Ash on the danger involved. Risk versus reward, I don't think it weighs out this time.
Yeah. I mean, to take out 20,000 people, what's 7 more? 6 more? Yeah. So,
Exactly.
but, and we saw no other ships on any sort of radar coming in, like,
Nope.
There's not even a distress signal going on?
Nope.
jeez Louise.
We should definitely leave behind something quarantine beacon. Don't land here.
Agreed.
Agreed. Yeah.
And hail the closest station and see when the contact stopped. Find out when this happened. Assuming the nearest station hasn't also been compromised, that is.
Yeah. Are we screaming into the void at this point? Do we know of anybody? Hello.
Right, hello.
How alone are we? While everybody is taking their pictures and ascertaining, talking, figuring out what to do next, you all hear that telltale sign of an incoming ship on the radar.
Immediate scan to find out what the fuck this ship is.
Taking a lovely scan, you see that it is a colonial marine ship.
Hey, Deacon, it's your brothers.
It's been a long time since I've seen one of those.
We gotta go.
Life signs on the
Are
ship.
they friendly or foe, though?
Life signs, there are. it's got a full crew complement.
Do
Okay.
they see us?
So it's not within like you can see each
Yeah.
other. It's on the radar.
Mm.
But they're coming in
They
hot.
know of us. Coming in hot to us or just to the planet?
Yeah. Like
It's better to play this above board. I don't think we can hide from their sensors. We need to contact them
Agreed.
and let them know we didn't do this.
I think you ought to do that.
Deacon, you're up.
How do I work this thing?
I think Brooks kind of puts a hand on Deacon's shoulder, and I think it's back to that officer voice that they use on the first meeting with Darius as they speak through whatever comms that we have.
okay.
So, are we able to hail them?
You can certainly try.
What is that? You want me to make a comtech?
Yeah, Wits Comtech.
Okay. Can I get some help actions, maybe?
Yeah, I was like,
I'll help.
can Ash do that?
I think you can
Just
only get
everybody's
one.
scrambling. They're like, flip the switches.
I think you can only get one help action. I can't remember. I'm gonna go ahead and push that.
It's so stressful.
I roll 7 dice to this. Come on, do better. 2 successes.
A
Okay, you're sending out the message. What
Oh,
is the
you can get
message?
up to 3 people to help you, by the way. I've just looked that up.
Ooh.
It's actually
Yeah.
sick.
Damn.
You can actually,
okay,
yeah, you
thank
can end up with a +3 if 3 people help you.
All right. Okay. So I think the message is just like a statement of intent and brief history, and basically letting them know the truth that we didn't do this. We were documenting and going to report it to the authorities, which I guess would be them. So lucky. Woo.
USCSS on tilt.
How serendipitous. You get a near immediate response of I would run. We like it when you run.
And
Ash.
that's a bad day.
On pulled shocks.
Yeah. We don't have any weapons, huh?
Raider, aren't we?
We should discuss at some point torpedoes. In the meantime,
Fucking run.
yep. In the meantime, we fucking run.
Agility piloting.
Help. We're helping. We're all helping.
Helping,
Massaging
helping.
Ash's shoulders.
Should have just got real.
Yep.
Deacon's
So
like,
3 of us helping, I guess. We're all like,
4 successes.
Hey.
beautiful. You power these engines to full, and you're breaking out of the atmosphere, getting a head start on this other ship. And they were coming in at a beeline. So as you're heading out, you get a look at it, and you can see that it is in fact a Colonial Marine ship, but it is missing panels, and it appears to be freshly painted with some sort of darkened red paint. It looks like maybe a child has painted this thing finger paint style, but with their whole hands, just streaked up the ship and whatnot. And you can see that there's no Colonial Marines on here. And in between all of where the blood or the red paint is all smattered, you see like they very deliberately left that skull symbol right on like the front of it.
Right. Unless there's anything else to do while we're fucking running, can I do another search specifically for that skull symbol now that we have something else to reference?
I like that. I like it a lot, and that's where we're going to end this episode. We're going to resolve this. So, chat, make sure you tune in next time when we learn about space combat. Thank you all for joining us. It's been an amazing episode. Thank you to the players. You all keep it fresh and fun every time. So, this is awesome. I love it so much. But we'll see you all next time on Aliens, the Tabletop RPG. See you next game. Later.
Bye.
Bye.